Hello there, my fellow sardiners and sardinettes. Today we have polar bristling sardines, wild caught, wood smoked, hand packed. Polar. Innovation since 1976. And I tend to believe them on the innovation front because the top here, you may think that that's a picture upon the metal can, but this is in fact a plastic top allowing you to see what is contained inside. You can probably see a little bit of the offal here floating. I'm very much looking forward to this. When I saw it in the shop I was in, I was very excited and I thought it looked very interesting. So we're gonna give it a try today. So there's a little plastic tab here. Now, for those of you who are not well versed in the opening of these types of cans, sardines can that is, you have to be very slow and deliberate without letting it jump at you, which then allows the juices and oils within the can to jump around. And so this plastic tab is actually quite easy to get off. Go that way. And we are left with what is left within, which is just the fish. The little fishes themselves. So the smell, quite standard. I mean, if you have eaten sardines, you will know what to expect. However, I will say this. That's staying pretty solid. We have a little bit of a split here along the spinal cord, but overall, the entire fish is, it's been headed, but it's staying completely intact. Let's give it a taste. Ooh. Ooh. The smokiness is actually very good. Wow. Honestly, this actually tastes quite a lot like smoked bacon. Wow. Whatever they smoke, whatever type of wood they used to smoke this in is very good. Almost tastes like perhaps applewood or hickory. Those are two very common smoking, especially within the United States. But this was, I believe this was a product of Latvia, I believe. I believe that on the can it said product of Latvia. So yeah, let's just get the rest of the fish. Wow. So the first couple, let's get another fish. That's very good. I'm genuinely surprised how good this is. The quality of these sardines is very good. I have a King Oscar here that I was gonna get to in a separate video. But this is very good. I would put these on par with King Oscar. So as I was saying, the first couple of centimeters past the head, it's a little mushy. It's a little mushy just because of how, the oils have seeped in and cause it just to weaken a little structurally. But everything past that just initial little bit, about right here, just everything past that, like up to here, it's very firm. The meat is very firm. And in case you're wondering, yes, all the fins are intact, right? It has all the innards, the bones, the spine, it's all in there. But nothing crunches. You slip it in, and just chew. You get all that smokiness, a little saltiness, a little bit of the oil. That is a good sardine. I tell you what. That is a good sardine. Goodness gracious. And I mean, these are not massive sardines. These are bristling sardines. So they are, on the size continuum, they are not very large. But let's see, I've eaten 3, I believe. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 2 layers in here. So the first layer, let's see, has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 20 of these sardines in this can. There's 20 of these sardines in this can. So I believe this can was $1.53. So there's definitely some good bang for your buck. That is so good. And as you can see, like, I'm fidgeting this thing around. I'm hitting it. It's not breaking apart. Sometimes that is, because I believe that these are very fresh. That means that they have not been sitting in the oil too long. And so these are very fresh. And I would imagine with that plastic top, that also forces these to go out faster, as in the expiration date's gonna be lower, so that people would have to eat them faster, which also causes the sardines within the can to be fresher, which means that they're gonna be firmer. These are very good. I highly recommend this. Polar brand. Very good. I will say this though, there is a lot of oil in here. Usually I would, the first thing you want to do when you open a can like this, especially if it's been packed in oil, is you would want to run off the excess oil, just so you don't have to get any extra calories. But just for the purpose of this video, I didn't do that. But it's very simple. Usually you don't want to run it down your sink. Do not do that. That's a rookie mistake. Don't run it down your sink because it is oil, so it will coagulate and harden on your house pipes. You always put it in the garbage can. These are the best sardines I've had. I haven't tried this brand before. I think I'm a big fan of these. And I do think that the reason why is these sardines are quite fresh because of the plastic top, because of the way they present these with that plastic top, causes these to have a quicker shelf life than something like a King Oscar, which just comes in a regular tin. And so these sardines are able to keep their integrity better. As you can see, I mean, it's staying together completely. The only one that has given me any trouble was that first one, who fell apart just a little bit, as you saw. Then the rest of it stayed completely intact. Oh, here's one. All right, here's a problematic one. So this one is split apart a little bit because it was wrapped up in the side. I don't know if these are hand packed. They definitely, if they are not hand packed, I will be surprised. Because usually when these types of sardine cans come packed in layers, it requires packing by hand. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna finish this whole can. You know, and usually you can do all types of things with these, especially with sardines. These good because they're quite smoky. I can definitely see trying to put this on just maybe a ham sandwich, some type of roast beef, maybe even pepperoni, anything smoked, you know? I could even see us having with breakfast, you know? Instead of like eggs and bacon, eggs and sardines. Absolutely. These are very tasty. Because I've never had one. I've had sardines that were smoked before, but this is a whole new level. These are quite good. I will say this though, I'm starting to break into the second layer, and the second layer of these sardines, not quite as smoky as the first layer. And I believe that's just because they're fully submerged in the oil, the olive, I believe it's olive oil. The olive oil that these are submerged in have maybe leached a little bit of the smokiness out of it. But I mean, they're still quite delicious. The first layer, however, was super smoky. Very, very smoky. That is just so darn good. Anyway, I can finish this can off camera. But Polar bristling sardines, clear top, heavily recommended. Very good, very, very good. Highly recommend them. I believe I got these at Walmart, so they should be available. They're pretty cheap. All sardines are pretty much cheap unless they're artisanal, like a nuri. But yeah, highly recommend it. Recommend that you try it. If you can find, I don't know if these come in water, but try to look for them in water, simply because the sardines in water tend to be healthier than those packed in these oils. But yeah, that's all I got for you today. Stay tuned for the King Oscar Sardines review. See you guys.